Alright, well. I thought for some reason it wasn't putting the sound, but hey, it works now! Yay! Figured out this stupid control problem I was having. Now, I don't know if everyone's gonna have the same problem. All I know is I was having the problem because I have a Virtuix Omni treadmill, and the driver for it was directly interfering with this software in particular. Now, there's also some other workaround I ended up doing. I'm not sure which one of the two things did it. Maybe a combination of both, maybe one, maybe the other, I don't know. But, hey, look at that. It works. I just gotta... What the hell do I press to switch characters now? Oh. Oh. There we go. That's how we do it. Okay. How do I... Let me figure out how to set... You know, it's kind of silly. The weapons, do they not have stats on them anymore? The weapons actually have damage values associated with them, or at least they're supposed to. Anyway, alright. So, you guys have not missed much from the last time. Just a little cutscene between these two. One of the cool new features that has been added to the game, actually. Yeah. When you stay at an inn, the characters will talk to one another. Give you a little backstory, you know, stuff that was non-existent in the original game, which is actually quite cool. Now, the definitive ruling on this from me is play the damn game with the original soundtrack. Don't question it, just do it. It suits the game way better, it really, really does. As you can see, I have gotten rid of the mini-map. I don't need it. I've memorized this game. Oh my god, I've beaten the original game I don't know how many friggin' times, so I don't need it. God, it is such a trip seeing all these environments rendered in 3D. Oh yeah, speaking of, so let's check out some of these new features anyway. This was not in here before, the game log. This gives you an actual view of the world map, which is great because, and this is my one absolute true complaint, there could be more, but so far this is one that I am definitely pissed off about. They removed the cannon travel animation, so you no longer see, you know, the world map underneath you as you fly along, because you don't fly along anymore. You get fired out of the cannon, goes to a black loading screen, and then you pop up wherever you're supposed to be. And frankly, that's bullshit. That's really lazy. Like, I mean, the whole concept is kind of stupid. I get it. You would obviously die from something like that, but still. All the delays and everything, that's supposed to be there. Alright. Oh, yeah. So there's many different ways we can do this now. We can continue to go to Gaia's navel, in which case Primm, or Arya, as I've named her in this case, will get pissed off and she will leave. Because she wants to go find Dialog, who is being held captive by the witch.
Navel? But that place is chock full of monsters. I saw some kid get swept away by floodwaters. By now, there's probably no hope for them.
I do love the voice acting, it's a nice touch. I mean, some of the acting is kind of terrible, but still, nice touch. We'll figure out how to... Oh yeah, something that does not happen. These little guys used to stick their tongue out at you. They don't do that anymore. It's a weird transition now. God, I remember the first time doing all this stuff. Oh man, serious? Good job, lady. Yeah.
Meow. What a strange place to bump into each other. Do you need anything? Special deal for busy travelers. I'll even save the game from you.
Okay, I could have done without the cat stuff. Is kind of overdone. Ah, good lord, 300 for that? No way. Trying to buy armor and stuff.
Anything else?
No. Just want to quickly get her to like not leave, which means I have to. Here we go.
We need something sharp, like an axe. Otherwise, we'll never get through.
There's supposed to be a dwarf blacksmith in Gaia's navel. He's probably got some good weapons. Fine, we can go to Gaia's navel first.
There we go.
Something sharp.
Yeah. Okay. Ah! Alright. The ghost is talking. Yes, okay, good. So now she will not leave the party when we try to go to Guy's navel. Yeah. I just want to hurry up and get that out of here. Oh, jeez. That's right. I gotta run all the way through here. God, the running is so much better on this. I probably should have killed all those. Nah, whatever. I don't want to get too far ahead of the other character.
One night is 10 deep.
Yeah. Look, she's alive again. Ah, no cutscene this time. Now, this game does stay quite true to the original formula, and I love that. It does change a few things, but what can you do, right?
Welcome. What'll it be?
Ah, not enough.
Anything
Still
else?
need 100. Yeah. I think really and truly I'll end up having to leave and come out and buy supplies before we hit the underground palace. I forget what exactly Popoi comes equipped with, but that's not a big deal. Alright, so gotta do a little grinding for a bit, get some money. This used to be the spot where I would come to level up weapons. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, this game, and I started to say this yesterday, this game used to be originally planned for the CD system. That was once going to be the Nintendo PlayStation, then became the Sony PlayStation. So they had to remove this game from a CD back to a cartridge. And in so doing, they had to remove a lot of the content. And the game was actually quite a lot shorter compared to what it was going to be. Now, this I did not know until recently. All the content that was cut from the release of this game was repurposed for Chrono Trigger. Yes. And I don't know if you notice it, but the main character of this and Primm, the girl here, look an awful lot like Chrono and Marley, wouldn't you say? That's because they are essentially the same characters. And so since all that was repurposed for Chrono Trigger, they borrowed the look. Of course, Akira Toriyama was the one who was responsible for the final character designs. And for those of you who don't know, he's the guy who animates the Dragon Ball stuff. They made her really cute in this, didn't they? Alright, what do we miss? If a bestiary as well? God. Oh yeah, look at that. Gosh, how funny. Like, okay, so you have characters in it, but like, that's it? Like, just as their name, nothing about them or anything? Like, what's the point? Cool. Yeah, that's pretty rad. Spin him around, I like that. Alright. Yeah, now the whole reason I was looking at that was because I wanted to find out how much money we have. Ah, almost enough. Okay, cool. We'll see through here and then do another pass just to make sure I'm not completely broke.
Keep it coming.
You asked for it.
Oh. Yes. Hey. Alright. Yeah, the item limit increase is pretty freaking awesome, I gotta say. From 4 to 12 or 8, if you so choose. So, badass. Makes me take that. Okay, and now we head back to Kippo Village, get her kung fu dress, and then we shall head straight into Guy's navel. Bastard. Get a lot of those punch gloves. I can't count the number of times walking through this exact section in the Super Nintendo version of the game where I have some moment of realization or epiphany or something like that. I don't know if it's something to do with the geometry of this place or what, but even just walking through here, being reminded of it is proof that it holds a powerful spot in my mind for some reason. I think the original was the third Super Nintendo game I ever got. First one was Turtles in Time. Badass. Second one was Link to the Past. Masterpiece of a game, that one. Secret of Mana was number 3rd, and arguably my favorite. Not sure what the 4th one I got was. That's when it starts to get fuzzy. Maybe Faceball 2000, something like that. That's some weird games. Yeah, I've never actually owned a standard copy of Super Mario World, but yet I love that game so much. I mean, I've got the emulated versions of it, of course, and the Switch version and so on. But yeah, I didn't think that was one of the games I would have got first. I take it back. I may actually have a copy of it now, but oh goodness, yeah. They had come up with other game consoles long before I had ever gotten my copy of it. Yay, okay, wow, look at that. Doubled up on it. Actually get quite a lot of gold running through that one section. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. Not bad. She's looking better than I am.
Anything else?
I think I end up wanting notebook pad or something, but
Anything else? Come
I can
again.
always get it later. Alright. And now on to Gaia's Navel. Yeah, I like the noises in the Super Nintendo better. They changed a little too much of that, I think. Like, the Final Fantasy IV remake was perfect. The one that they did for DS. Absolutely perfect. It is the definitive version of Final Fantasy IV, in my opinion. Because it's like a perfect copy of the Super Nintendo version, but in a 3D skin. Like, the placement of the objects, the sounds, the music, everything. But they added movie sequences with voice acting and everything, and it's just a fantastic game. It really, really is. I highly recommend anybody who's a fan of the series to get Final Fantasy IV on the DS. Absolutely. It's like they tried to get that kind of magic with this, and Yeah. I mean, it's good so far, but it's missing the magic of the original. Probably just took a long way around. No, I didn't. Kind of is no short way. So now this is a secret exit, so of course we can't go in this way.
Meow. What a
Yeah, it's no kidding. What a strange place.
special deal for busy travelers.
Why not? Alright, here we go. Gosh, I remember. Give me just a moment here. But I remember the first time I played this friggin' game coming here. Oh wow. Look at that. Cast magic. Okay, cool. Alright. Keep forgetting to get my dummy feed set up. There we go. Okay. I can now participate in chat. What the hell is that? Oh, snoring goblin. Hey! Payback! Oh, the slimes. Oh yeah, these are great to level up on. Weird. Oh, that's right. Here's what I used. remember as a kid, I was fascinated by volcanoes and lava and stuff, and of course I was overthinking everything, and it's like, oh, why? How are they getting so close to that lava without getting hurt? And stuff like that, you know, just... I remember being very concerned with how they're going to touch the ground, like right after the lava's just been drained out, because it would probably be hot or something like that. Just, yeah, I don't know. I overthought things a lot as a kid. I still kind of do. Oh, but see, now it actually makes sense. See, the water's been drained out. I mean, it did before, but like, now it actually looks like the water has drained out and cooled the lava. Ow. Okay. Oh yeah, this is a different way. It's a dead end, and this is the path. I remember at the time, you could only have 3 enemies on the screen at once. Because of hardware limitations. It's like the way they did the targeting like that. Like, why are they doing that so often? That's not... It felt more satisfying to hit stuff on the original. This is the escape rope, I believe. There it is. Yeah. Key item get. The infinite use magic rope. It's basically the escape mirror type thing. Anytime you want to get out of an area, use the magic rope. Teleports to the entrance, see? What, animate their faces, man? I could ignore these guys, but I want the money. Hey. Money's always good. Alright, we are almost there. Reproduce. keep coming. Green drops must die. Need this.
This is Dwarf Village. I can hear rumbling from somewhere even deeper underground than we are. Sounds like someone digging. Oh my. From the surface? You know, a young sprite cow got washed down here a while ago. Now they work as a sideshow act.
Looking for the underground palace? Why? It's been lost and buried for ages.
Say, hand me your sword. Ah, it's covered in rust. It'll break in no time if you leave it like this. I am Watts, the blacksmith. I'll reforge that for 100 GP. All right. Wait 1 second.
Oh, it's a good thing I did all that killing then.
It's done. I've never seen a sword as fine as this one. What a waste that it got rusted over. Just looking at it takes my breath away. I hope someday I can forge such a splendid sword myself.
It's supposed to be a
My
broadsword.
hammer is glowing. Wait, don't tell me
That's a
the
rapier.
mana sword of legend. This is phenomenal. I think the mana sword has imbued my hammer with some of its power. I'll try it out and forge a new axe for you. Come back in a little while.
Alright, now, so, the question is...
Wait, see? There's another one. Give me a break.
Go power up the sword, maybe. What do we got here?
Welcome. What'll it be?
Hi, I'm the normal sounding dwarf. Ooh, no. Spiky suit. Alright. Whole new set of gear here.
Anything else? Come again.
Alright, cool. New gear, yeah. I don't know if all this... I know some of this... Like this, the spiky suit, and... God, that's so cool. Like, some of these designs look just like the ones that were in that Nintendo Power issue where they had all the animated stuff, which is really cool.
Welcome. What'll it be?
Be a warm glass to shut the hell up. How about that?
Anything else? Come again.
Yeah, I don't need to power up the sword. I mean, I'll walk on as I go along.
Step right up. That's it. This is Dwarf Village's world-famous sideshow exhibit. Entry is 50 GP.
Yeesh. Alright. Let's see what you got then.
What? Oh? I can't put anything past you, huh? And now, I present to you a bona fide sprite child. This kid is the real deal.
Oh, woe is me and this sad life I live. Please, kind travelers, won't you help?
Come closer and listen to their story. You'll cry. You'll weep. You might even shed a few tears. This poor child has a 50,000 GP debt to pay off before they can go free.
It's pretty steep.
They're working here to pay it back little by little. If you have any heart at all, please help. Even a small contribution of 100 GP would be appreciated.
Yeah, why not? I can afford it.
I'll take that, thank you! What? There's nothing more to see here. Leave!
Nothing more to see, eh?
How'd you like my acting back there? That guy was on the verge of tears, I could tell.
Don't forget my storytelling. I got them hook, line, and sinker. Oh, we'll make a fortune off this scam.
How long have you been standing there?
Please forgive us. This child really is a young sprite. That wasn't a lie. They lived in Sprite Village, but they were washed down into the caves with the floodwater.
They never did say whether Popoi was a boy or a girl. It's like...
So I was just helping them to earn money to get home. Besides, this scam was their idea in the first place.
Pretty good con, huh?
Hey, apologize.
Fine. I shouldn't have. Happy now?
I am ashamed to have taken part of this ruse. Here's your money back. I apologize.
I didn't mean anything by it.
It's a sucker born every minute.
Whoa! What?
Boss time.
Something's coming!
Gotcha. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I could have handled those guys myself, you know.
Hush! Sorry about that. The shock from getting washed away affected this child's memories. They can't remember anything. They're a good child. Just with a few attitude problems and a loud mouth.
Yeah, well, it'll all work out eventually. Why rush it?
Tropicalo was sealed away in the palace. Since it got out, that must mean there's a way in. If you harness the power of the mana seed, you might even get your memories back, little one.
What? Why didn't you say so earlier? I'll go there right now.
You can't go alone. The palace was buried long ago. Who knows how many monsters are infesting that place now? You managed to defeat Tropicalo. Would you be so kind as to accompany this sprite to the palace? You managed to defeat Tropicalo. Would you be so kind as to accompany this sprite to the palace?
Didn't you just ask me that? Yeah, why
What
not?
luck! Did you hear that? Now, be sure to listen to everything he says, and don't give him any lip.
Okie dokie. Just don't get in my way, okay? Bro.
Bro?
I have a name.
But I won't say it out loud.
Now I'll tell you what. How about you give me a name? That'd be easier all around.
I used to call him Sprite just for fun, because for some reason it just seemed to work. But yeah, let's see, we need a different name for him this time. Let's see. What should we call him? Any thoughts? Anybody? No, let's see. Call the girl Aria. We'll call him, because I always assumed it was a boy. He seems impish. Certainly not girly. Let's see. We'll call him Max. That'll be fun. Sprite named Max.
Yeah, sure. I guess that works. Nice to meet you, bro.
Hey, he's got a boomerang. Cool.
Good luck! You can go straight to the palace using that hole over there. But be careful! That witch from the north, Elena, sealed the palace off with a cave of magma. First, you have to go to Elena's castle to ask her to dissolve her seal. You know, she wasn't always like this. Elena used to be a good witch. Go north to her castle in Haunted Forest and ask her to open the seal. Here is the set of bow and arrows we found when the little one washed up. Take them.
Oh, yeah, I got more weapons than I know what to do with, huh?
That reminds me. Watts the blacksmith was looking for you. You should stop by his workshop.
Alright, so first things first. Let's get these level 1 weapons out of the way, huh? Oh, wait. No, wait. Let's do this first. Oh, excuse me. We'll worry about the gear later.
Well, I tried making that axe, but it didn't turn out how I thought it would. I wonder why. What's happened to that boomerang? Wait. Try holding this axe. Aha! I can reforge these weapons. The mana power won't activate unless you hold them. This axe is mighty special. It may be compact, but you could smash a boulder with it. Wanna buy it? Take it with you for 100 GP. There are more mana weapons out there. Bring them here, and I can reforge them using any orbs you find. Let me show you my special shortcut so you can come here directly.
Oh boy, it worked a hell of a lot better when they were just 2D sprites.
I've been waiting. Which weapon is ready for reforging?
Ow, alright. Okay. Alright, so... Over the axe. Get the kid some armor. Figure it's gonna need one of those. Spiky suit. Rabbit cap. Oof. That's a shame. Maybe I can.
Come again.
So it needs headgear.
Welcome. What'll it be?
Ah, almost enough. Let's see, how do I show I need 45?
Anything else?
There you go.
Come again.
Alright. All set. Now. Alright, now let's get out of here before my ears start to bleed from the music. You know, just out of curiosity, I can't remember what the remix version of this sounds like. Oh, God. It's just like... I don't know. It feels like this music just doesn't belong in this game. I think that's what it is. Like, it's like way too overproduced. I think that's what it is. So like this, it still sounds simple enough. Like it's just a band or something in the corner of a dwarven dive bar, just playing it like a cantina or something from Star Wars. And
Meow. What a strange place to bump. Special deal for busy travelers.
Alright. Okay, now I need to take a short break real quick, use the bathroom, such and such. So we're going to cut the broadcast for a little while. And I'll be back in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere, but if you do, make sure you follow, subscribe, like, all that good stuff to keep up to date with my broadcasts. Follow me on Twitter. Alright. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I'll be back in a few.